Salam alaikum.
Salamun alaikum.
Firstly, take a look at these pictures. Did you see? Now that you started mouth-watering, we start speaking about the topic of today's program, eating. Didn't you get hungry? If not, it means that you are full. It's not known how much food you have eaten that your brain's hypothalamus hasn't sent any signals yet.
You probably know that overeating is strongly blamed in Islam. According to a hadith, overeating is not reasonable. As Imam Ali says, don't fill your stomach with food and leave a little room for water and water too.
Must you be told this by Imam Ali in order to understand that their stomach does not extend from the duodenum to pharynx? Some people eat 3 dishes of food in every meal, in addition to what is left in another person's dish.
What?
The situation gets worse when such people go to self-service restaurants or party. If 10 types of foods are available, they will never ignore even one of them.
Or even the salads or the dessert. For God's sake!
And one number 8.
All right, party time.
I would suggest sticking around and watching him eat it, because it only takes 4 minutes and it's pretty amazing.
These will not be necessary.
Furthermore, I don't know how they can drink coca and water together. Also, they fill their children's plates so much as theirs in order to make them to get used to overeating and to make their stomachs spacious.
Do you know that the stomach is introduced as the source of sickness in hadiths? If your gastrointestinal tract were weakened because of overeating, don't say I recite every kind of dhikr, so why did I get sick?
Duh.
If you observed eating etiquettes, there wouldn't be any problem, even if you didn't recite dhikrs. You will stay healthy in God's will.
One eating etiquette is that you shouldn't eat anything until you get hungry.
I'm so hungry.
Even if the kebab is greatly tempting or your wife suspects that you may have eaten something outside home, you have no reason for eating with a full stomach. According to a hadith, give up eating before you get full.
What? I eat when I'm upset, okay?
Another eating etiquette that is recommended in Islam is eating together. Eating alone is disliked in Islam.
What are you doing?
What?
Okay, it seems that my friends behind the camera got hungry after looking at those pictures.
Uh-huh.
Okay, please keep a little for me. No? Alright. What are we saying?
It's recommended to eat together, but when we eat food together with other people, we should be more careful about observing the eating etiquette. Firstly, according to hadith, you should wash your hands and have a little salt before and after eating. Say Bismillah before and Alhamdulillah after eating. Do you think that only in Christianity it is recommended to recite a supplication before eating? Didn't our great Prophet teach us a supplication before eating? Or didn't he tell us to say at least one Bismillah before eating in order to be reminded that the food is the God's blessing? According to a hadith, one should recite Bismillah loudly to remind others to recite it.
If you get home and start eating without washing your face and hand as if you are war-stricken, it is not Islam's fault. You know how important cleanliness is in Islam. According to a hadith, if you see some food poured onto the ground in the home, you should take it and eat it. And if you see some food poured on the ground outside, you should take it but not eat it, rather than not take it and not eat it at all. Because if you don't take it or eat it, you might cause damages to the environment, which is wrong.
This etiquette doesn't apply to my home right now. Why? Because my mother is on a trip and our home is in a horrible condition. So we should not take and eat food left on the floor. Generally, try to avoid touching our furniture.
There's a very strict no touching policy here.
And after leaving our home, wash all your clothes in the washing machine. What happened? Well, my friend who came to our home last night for dinner got sick. It's not something serious, it's a simple poison. I wish I had given him this warning yesterday. Anyway, I can't do anything now.
Yes, I was saying another eating etiquette in Islam is that you shouldn't look at others while eating. One of our relatives stares at you and counts your morsels when he invites you over for dinner. He doesn't eat anything so that he doesn't lose his concentration on you. Unfortunately, his wife is one of the best cooks in the family. But it's so sad that you can't understand whether the thing you put in your mouth was meat or okra, because he keeps watching you.
He believes in eating low-calorie foods for dinner, and so if you go to his home for dinner, he serves you nothing but salad. According to Islam, we should eat breakfast completely, it's disliked to eat lunch, and it's necessary to eat at least one morsel of food for dinner. It's strongly recommended not to sleep at night with an empty stomach. Also, don't eat food in any manner. For example, when you go to a restaurant and order a juicy steak, do you know that eating raw meat is banned in Islam? Also, according to the lifestyle of our imams, they never ate hot or cold foods. It's recommended to take a small morsel and chew it well. I don't care how many times I chew. I chewed each morsel of my breakfast 33 times, but it took until lunch. It means that swallowing food without chewing them well makes the digesting process difficult. Don't eat food while standing or walking, because it causes problems for your digestive process.
After eating your food, lay down on the back and cross your legs. Of course, I don't mean that you lay down before putting the stuff on the table back in their places. You always try to pass the buck. May God guide you all. Please put the plates back in their places and then lay down.
Well, this is almost everything about the eating etiquette. Your health depends on having correct nutritional habits. Our perfect religion gives us all the necessary recommendations, so take care of your health.